Welcome back. Here in episode 2, I'm riding with a new group of friends as we explore some more of my favorite spots and a few new ones. First up, there's Mike Hernandez. Mike is a good friend of mine and one of those guys you want to have with you on a trip just like this. Mike lives in Arizona and made the trip all the way up just to experience the beauty of North Idaho for himself. He is somewhat new to adventure riding, but don't let that fool you. He is an avid outdoor enthusiast and has made a name for himself in the overland community with his awesome, one-of-a-kind Jeep Gladiator. After this video, you're going to want to head over to his social media accounts and check them out. They're entertaining to say the least. Then we've got Chad. You might recognize him from earlier videos. Chad is also a solid friend of mine and has a huge passion for adventure and off-road riding. Chad's journey to join us from Oregon is a big deal though. This is one of his first long trips since his recovery from a serious accident he had on the Arizona BDR. You might remember some of these clips from our podcast that we did. With a crew like this, ready for adventure and some amazing destinations ahead, this trip promises plenty of campfire stories, breathtaking views, and maybe a challenge or two along the way. Getting ready to roll out. Got everything pretty much packed up. We got Mike over here with the Go rig that I'm super jealous of, even though it's got 4 wheels. We've got the Touareg over here ready to go. Just finishing up the final packing on it, but this is a sweet bike. This rig right here is nuts. So it's got a Camp King rooftop, I guess we'll call it a rooftop tent. It's definitely more than that. And then here inside, he's got it completely set up. Refrigerator, he's got Battle-Born batteries in here so he can power a small town for a few days. You over here dropping M&Ms, bro? You been eating some M&Ms up in there?
Yes, that's what I told you.
He did. He came over and he was like, there's wrappers up here. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm a fat kid.
He's got some storage in here, and then to get in this thing, you go up, and then that's basically the bed up in there. So pretty crazy. It's one of those overland rigs that is definitely outfitted for just about anything you want to throw at it. So anyway, we're gonna load up here and we're gonna take off. We're kicking this trip off with a stop at my favorite coffee house, Best Life Coffee and Commerce in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Here's a fun fact. My wife and I actually own this place, so I might be just a little bit biased, but really, it's a great place to start off any adventure, and if you're ever in the Coeur d'Alene, Idaho area, definitely stop in and say hi. I'm here most days unless I'm out on the bike.
Get ready to roll.
After grabbing some caffeine and some breakfast, we hit the road and see what this adventure throws at us. Here we go.
thought you were a moose. Oh my god. Was that guy like mad or something? Yeah, he's good. About what? I roosted him too. Oh, you roosted Mikey. What was he mad about? Because they're up here. Oh, dude, stop. We're eating that thing. Yeah, now it's just roadkill, so. Dinner. We're gonna have steak and chicken. Dude, in Idaho, it's totally legal to eat roadkill.
Yeah. I didn't intend to actually kill you.
They're so.
They're so stupid.
He just sat there and let me hit him.
Here, put him in there. Will he fit? There we go.
Aren't those like little grouses like super hard to find and hunt?
No, dude, these things you can almost freaking grab them when they're on the ground.
Yeah, they just run into your motorcycle.
It is kind of funny because I've come really close to hitting them, but I've never actually hit one, and it didn't even try to move hardly. Day one ended with one of my all-time favorite camp spots. This hidden gem is right next to a gorgeous waterfall. The sound of the rushing water fills the air, and as we set up camp, there's something special about ending a long day on the bike at a spot like this. Well, we got our cold plunge in on a bike ride. Yes, like, no joke, that water coming straight out of the ground like that is gotta be in the 40s, mid 40s. It's good though. And Chad's struggling with that foot of his. Oh, that was nice. So tell us what happened today.
We were just riding down the road, and this poor little guy, he was sitting in the middle of the road, and he didn't want to move.
He zigged when he should have zagged.
He zigged, and I zagged this way, and then he zagged into me. And
what do you got there? Just a mountain grouse?
Just a mountain grouse. Broke his poor wing and went out, put him out of his misery, but we harvested it, so we're gonna eat it. So let's see if this works out. Normally when I breast him out with pulling the legs and the wings, it goes well, but he's got a broken wing really close to the breastplate. So let's see if I can make it work. Now the rest of it's just there. So we got the heart, and we're not gonna eat that. So I'll chuck that out too, but here's the breast right there. It's all done.
Chad's grouse here on the fire. Alrighty.
All right, no tongs for me. I'll just take it out of there. Let's see how it looks in the light. I don't want to eat it if it's still raw on the inside. It's done on that side.
I'd say it's done.
Yep, that's done. All right. Here.
A little ceremonial grouse meat. Oh, hot.
God damn.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, guys. If I die, you die. That's good.
Tastes like chicken. As we sat around the fire, we all agreed this was one of those moments that makes the miles worth it. Great friends, incredible views, and the soothing sounds of the falls nearby. Day 2 started off with its fair share of challenges, starting with Mike's bike giving us some trouble. Getting camp all packed up, sun's starting to come over the hill. A few more things here, but Mikey's Aprilia, the battery was really low this morning. Not even enough to get for the jumper to be able to start it, so we're able to hook up an SAE cord to Chad's bike, and hopefully that's enough to get the battery warmed up and charged. It wasn't really that cold this morning, about 38 to 40 degrees, somewhere in there, but for whatever reason, that lithium battery in that Aprilia is just not doing too hot. Just wrapping it up. Almost there.
My fingers are bleeding.
My fingers hurt.
Well, now your back's gonna hurt because you have lawn duty.
Grandma?
Anybody else's fingers hurt? I didn't think so.
Not much of a better place to be kind of stranded, though.
Kind of the best place to rebuild a bike.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll be out of here in just a few minutes. We have about 150 miles to cover today, and it's about noon, so it might end up being a little bit longer of a day. But after a couple of hours of tinkering and troubleshooting with the bike, we finally got it running and we hit the trail. But this adventure didn't stop there. While navigating a loose section of trail, okay, Mike took a pretty good spill off of his bike. Thankfully, Mike wasn't hurt, and after a few laps and a quick reset, we hit the road again. A little after action here. So, what did we determine? First of all, you're uninjured.
Yeah, I got probably
Just-
some little scrapes.
Little scrapes. Jersey didn't tear, so skin didn't tear. Hopefully,
Hopefully.
a little bit. A little bit of damage to the helmet.
The helmet, yeah. Sliding on my face.
Did its job.
Here. Yeah, the biker hair and the...
Crash bars did their
Crash
job.
bars.
Thank you, Outback Motor Tech.
Thank you. That's it.
We're good.
Yeah, so I just, I wasn't leaning, I wasn't counterbalancing, not using my legs, and the front washed out, I pushed through it, and bam, went down.
Yep.
Same as last time, man.
Yeah. You'll learn eventually.
Eventually.
We're gonna drink some water and take a little break, little reset.
Yep.
And then we're gonna be on our way and hopefully be to Wallace here in the next, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. It's moments like these that remind us that adventure riding isn't always smooth, but the bumps along the way are often what make the best stories. Big giant moose. Dude, seriously, right here is a gigantic moose. Dude, he's right here. Look how big that bastard is.
Oh, that's a big fucking bull. He might turn around on us.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. Come on, buddy. Figure out which way you're gonna go. Come on, bud. Slow down a little bit. I want to get freaking tired.
Well, I don't want him to turn around on us either and fucking charge on us. If we give him a chance, we gotta press him a little bit. He may turn around and say, fuck you.
There we go. Stop right there. It's gone now. Just like that, gone. We ended day 2 with a little bit of improvisation. With the morning delay, our original plan just wasn't going to work, so we found a quiet camp spot right along the river, and as the sun dipped below the horizon, it really turned out to be one of those unexpected wins. This just goes to show that sometimes the best campsites are the ones that you didn't plan for. Okay, so end of day 2. It's been kind of a long day. So right now it's just me and Mikey. I'm trying to get him in the frame here. We started off the day with some bike problems, as you saw in the video, and we only had about 110 miles to go from where we were to get to Wallace, which then we were gonna go from Wallace to Avery, but things kind of just took us a little bit longer today.
Yeah.
It just, one thing after another, it kind of seemed like, and we were just gonna be impressed for time. We get down to the highway, you notice there's only 2 of us, and I'll get to that in a minute, but we get down to the highway, and Chad's like, oh no, I lost my 360 camera. He had it when we saw the moose, and then between the moose, about an hour back, he lost his camera. So he really wanted to go back and get it and try to find it. I mean, we were all on the fence, but it has been a long day. So plan was he was just gonna go back on his own about 45 minutes back or so and see if he can find it. So that's what he's doing right now. We're here on the Coeur d'Alene River, and not a bad camp spot. It's an actual Forest Service campground. Very primitive camping, no facilities or anything. But there are definitely worse spots to camp. It's not the spot that we had in mind today, but it's not a bad one. You got the Coeur d'Alene River right here, which is world renowned for fishing. So we're gonna set up camp and just enjoy the river while we can before it gets dark. So that being said, we're gonna set up tents and try to flag down Chad whenever he runs by, and we'll stay the night here, and tomorrow we'll game on and we'll stay where we had hoped to stay tonight. So stay tuned. No steaks tonight. Mountain housing it up.
Kind of missed our mark.
Got a little bit late. What you got there?
Beef stroganoff.
Oh, that's one of the best ones. Got our fire going. It's kind of nice now. Beautiful morning. Fog kind of set in right now. It's a little bit dewy. Not a bad way to wake up. Gonna finish packing up and go get some supplies, and it's gonna be a short day today. We're gonna go over to another camp spot that we were trying to get to yesterday that's equally as beautiful, if not better. So here we go. Alrighty, here we go. On day 3, we head to a lake that I had never been to before, and what a find it was. Let me show you something, Mikey. Hold on, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let's see if your bike will do it.
You're gonna pivot on the thing? Like in the garage, but it's got a nice little...
Well, now that you're... There we go.
Sick.
It's a lot harder with bags. This place had us in awe. Surrounded by dense forest, the water was crystal clear and the campsites were perfect. So we made it here to our last camp spot of the North Idaho kind of best of trip here, and this really is one of my favorite spots so far. This is actually a lake that I've never been to, but I've been to lakes very similar to this. It's just a high mountain lake here in North Idaho, and It's definitely known for having moose kind of frequent it, and the fishing is pretty decent in here. And then, you know, it's just epic scenery, crystal clear water. But gonna finish setting up camp here and just really kind of enjoy the time that we have. Again, this is our last day, so tomorrow Chad and Mike are gonna be hanging out. We'll do a little bit more riding, be hanging out with me at home, and then they're gonna be off the next day, heading back to their respective homes. So we're just gonna wrap up the weekend here and enjoy the rest of the video. By night 3, we all agreed this trip was turning into one for the books. The beauty of this area never ceased to amaze us.
Could have swore I just saw it open its mouth. It's a nice sharp knife.
Yeah. You can't do that?
No, his GoPro just died.
No guts in this thing.
Waking up to a nice windy morning. Last night at like, I don't know, probably 2 a.m. or so, the winds really gusted up to like, I don't know, I'd say at least 50 miles an hour. And, you know, it did that off and on for the rest of the morning. But all in all, I mean, good night's sleep for the most part, and hard to beat this to wake up to. That guy right there, hard to beat that. Still out. So we're gonna finish packing up, and today's head home day. But before we do that, we're gonna go through Avery. I'm gonna show these guys the train tunnels, and we're gonna call it. So here we go. Day 4 started off with a short section of gravel road, and then went right into some of the most fun but challenging riding of this trip. The trail was definitely more technical than we expected, and it pushed all of us, especially Mike, who's newer to this type of riding.
Oh, buddy. There you go. Oh, you were getting it. Don't use your front, use your rear. Yeah, put your left foot on the ground and put your right foot on your brake and slip that way. It'll free up your hand controls. You're getting it. You gotta use that clutch. When you start to feel it bog, you gotta just pull it back in. Nonsense. You're gonna conquer this shit. You got it. Can't stop, won't stop. All right, I'm gonna go up a little bit and then I'll come back and help you get up.
He struggled at first, but gained a ton of confidence with every mile. This just proves that persistence pays off.
This is the official top.
Mike, you just climbed a mountain, bro. You guys good? Stay on the inside, Mikey. Try to take it as straight as you can.
Good work. Nice. Oh, you're good. You had it. Good work. That was a sketchy spot. This is so sick. Oh, I like this line to the right. Wow, I'm glad we didn't go off the top. Stand up, buddy. Oh. You're good. You're in a good spot. You're in a good spot. Keep that front brake on, Mikey. You don't need to start the engine for this part. You can just coast it. Get on the bike. Get on the bike. Yeah, absolutely. Get on the bike. Oh, bud. Alrighty. How come? Nice lift. I'm kind of in a shit spot here. Otherwise, I can help you. I'm sorry. Take your time. Just hang out there and catch your breath. I hate getting gassed out like that. Makes you feel like you might die. You got it, buddy. You just gotta hang that right hand line. Stay in the dark stuff. Eyes up. You had to drop it just for the hell of it.
After making our way down the mountain, we took a quick pit stop at the Avery store to get a snack and refuel.
All right, boys, last little stretch.
We wrapped up this adventure with a visit to one of North Idaho's most iconic landmarks, the train tunnels in Avery. Neither Mike or Chad had ever been there before, and they agree that this was a highlight of the trip. This trip had it all: breathtaking landscapes, amazing campsites, a few challenges, and plenty of unforgettable moments with great friends. To Mike and Chad, thanks for making the journey and sharing this ride with me. And to everyone else, thank you so much for watching. I hope this inspires you to get out there, explore, and embrace the adventure waiting just around the corner. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button as well as that bell icon. That way you know when more videos like this are released. Also, hit that thumbs up button. It's simple things like that that really help grow this channel. Until next time, there's always another trail to ride, a story to tell, and more areas to explore. Keep riding, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.